Hey, so today is Tuesday the 28th. I'm currently in the hospital getting chemo. I'm on desitibine, which is the IV chemo, and then venetoclax. I'm reading the board over there, which is pill form, and I get out on Friday the 28th. I've been feeling suspiciously good. I did get sick yesterday, but it was just for a moment, which is good. As of right now, my blasts are at 0, which are basically the immature white blood cells, and that is considered the amount of cancerous cells I have in my body. So technically, I'm not in remission as of yet. To be able to declare that, I have to get a hip biopsy. I currently switched oncologists because he was always late. Like, literally, he'd be like an hour late. And I got fed up with it. I always got the feeling that he was just trying to rush me out the door. So I switched to a new one, and I'm glad I went with that decision because this doctor explains a lot more things to me, is a lot more patient, and he's on time. So he's already agreed that I can be put completely under for the hip biopsy. I've already had a spinal tap and 2 hip biopsies, and they're just so painful. It's excruciating pain because you're having a long needle basically inserted to your bone marrow. So with that, I just want to share the message that don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid to say no. I know a lot of times doctors can be intimidating because they're in a position in power, and they tend to have more education than most people. They are human. They are just as flawed as we are, and it's always good to get a second opinion, and you don't have to do everything that they say. Like, when they wanted to move my Hickman immediately instead of doing antibiotics, I was against it. I wouldn't sign off on it, and I'm glad I did, because otherwise I was just gonna have a whole other process being punctured elsewhere in my body. I am really tired of being in the hospital. But once I get out on Friday, I'm actually going to have to come back on Saturday and every 2 days after that, and basically until the end of November, to give labs to make sure everything's going all right. Trying to think of what else. I'm in a COVID room again, but they turned off that godforsaken machine because after 5 days of isolation, they're no longer concerned with you spreading it. And my hair is still here. It hasn't fallen out, so I'm pretty sure it's here to stay. It's growing back in the weirdest, most unflattering way possible, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I wish there was something better I could do, but it just has a mind of its own, and it's still filling in on the sides. It's currently not as thick as it used to be. When I get home, I want to show like a lot of the medical items, and maybe I don't know if I really have any devices, but stuff I use specifically because I have cancer, and how that's changed like my daily self-care routine. But yeah, I'm doing really well, all things considered. I'm just blown away that I'm not feeling sick. I'm not vomiting every day. I just vomited just yesterday, and that's, I only have 3 more days left, so it's all downhill from here. They had gradually increased the dosage with the Venaclax, which is the pill form, which I'll be taking when I get home. But other than that, that's all she wrote.